Welcome, my friends, and welcome to another Scourge of War Waterloo battle. My intention in this battle is to show you how a French cavalry charge in the time of Napoleonic combat was pretty much useless. As you can see, we are actually going to be attacked by a huge amount of French cavalry units, and it's our job, our wonderful job, to stop these units immediately. Now, we do have some cavalry, of course, or artillery, excuse me, and we want to set them up as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and actually move them up a little bit forward. I want to force the enemy to really push on our lines, and there's going to be something we're going to do here that's going to negate the power of a cavalry charge, or at least we hope it will. Now, we have to keep in mind, though, that there are gaps here in our line, and that could pose a problem. We also don't control every single one of these warriors. We only control a few of them, and I'm actually keeping my generals behind the line for now. But I will move up the forces I do control, and the area I have under my control, which is going to be this central part right here. I believe I also control these Hanoverians, do I? Let's take a look. Yes, I do. So here we go, guys. We're going to move our Hanoverians out, but instead of my usual line formation, I'm actually going to move up by column, because I want these guys to get to this position together and prepared to fight alongside one another. Looks like we also control these guys over on the left, and I think I'm going to bring them over here into this sector over in this section right here. In fact, we control this entire army. I might keep most of them over here just in case the enemy tries to push on our left, but I will move those guys over. Look at that glorious English infantry advance. As you can see, they're not usually advancing by line as I usually have them move. They're going by sort of formation here, and I like this, by column. And it'll get them to the area, not necessarily faster, but they'll be in a actual perpendicular line, which really makes me feel a little better. Let's see what's going on up here. This is the area that could have problems. Looks like the first French cavalry charge is commencing. They're not stopping, not even for artillery. And sadly, we do not control this side of the battlefield. We don't control the 1st Regiment of Foot Guards. Neither do we control any of these cannon units on the right side. So this is really up to our allies over here on the right. I might send them some support, but that's about it. West Riding. Well, there we go. They might be stopped by the artillery after all. That is devastating. Feuermen! Don't forget, a lot of our men are Germans. They're not all English. Alright, some canister shot there, and as you can see, our allies are already getting into square formation. And this is really the trick when it comes to fighting cavalry units. As you can see, our men even got into square formation just to be safe. And now, as you can see, look at this. The French have stopped. They don't know what to do at this point. But this is a famous French cavalry charge. As you can see, they have a bunch of men. So maybe they can break through. We don't know. But I'm thinking that our square formation is going to stop them in their tracks. Or in their little French boots, if you prefer. Move this guy up as well. And there we go. Already we've got one guy moving into square formation. I actually wish he'd wait, but then again, waiting too long to get into a square can spell disaster. Here we go. Now I see why they got into the square. We have a tiny French artillery or cavalry unit here trying to charge. So our cannons have turned to face them. There we go, boys. Get in that square. The rest of these guys are moving back, but we can go ahead and put them in a square too. And as you can see, there's something about a sea of bayonets that makes forces not want to come near. Now, it's actually taken us quite a while to get into the square, so the enemy might get through. But as you can see, even without firing, our bayonets are going to lay waste to most of them, and they're pulling back. There we go. That's what we like to see. We've got more men approaching, and we've also got this huge Hanoverian force. Sorry. We're going to move our cannons up too, as well as our infantry. Alright, the right side is really getting a lot of heavy hits right now. There's nothing we can do about it. We have to let our men take care of it, our allies in this case. And you will see that with this square formation, it's not going to be a problem at all. Might lose a general or two, but that's about it. There we go. Stay back, Frenchmen. The regimental colors. Lincoln Brigade. Alright, the men are pulling back. But I think only to give room for our other men to continue the fight. Let's take a look over here. Okay, our men are moving forward, and at this point, I think the enemy's getting a little confident. Time to get into square formation. Same over here. We're going to wait a little longer, and now square formation. The Highlanders are already in that square formation, so we don't have to worry about them. These guys, however, I'd like to move them over here. Come on, boys. Give us your worst. This is a mighty charge right here, guys. Our general's right there in the center, defending against it. Or taking cover from it, I should say. Can they break through here? Maybe they can. I don't think so. Alright, this is a good time to go ahead and get into formation. And as you can see, look at that, guys. We are firing at all of them. We've even got a French general here. We could probably take care of him as well. I'm going to go ahead and get into the square. And this is going to be the enemy's attempt at breaking through a square. I don't think it's going to work very well. But they can try whatever they want. The French cavalry charge is stopping short. Like I said, those horses don't want to get anywhere near the bayonets. Retreat while you still can, Frenchmen. Look at that glorious amount of firepower right there. And they're still massing up. They're still trying to get through. But we're not getting out of the square formation. We're not falling for this trap. And they know it. Right side also doing all right. I believe we have a regiment of English cavalry units that can also join the fight here. And yes, we do. Look at this, guys. Just in case we need them. These guys are willing to join the fight. Now, we don't get to control them, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. And it looks like, yes, the French are trying to break through our allies' square over here. They're also getting rid of a lot of artillery units, but I don't think they can do it. Not even, I should say, not even with the Dragons de la Garde, one of the best French cavalry units. We are just wasting these guys. Shoot away, boys, shoot away. And this was meant to fail right from the beginning. As you can see, we've got English cavalry prepared to charge if need be. Let's see how our side is doing. Oh, I believe we've pushed them back completely. Amazing. So at this point, I'm actually going to take these Highlanders and move them up a little closer. No reason why we shouldn't be right on the French and try to get as many kills as possible, force them back as far as possible. So I'm going to keep moving these guys up, believe it or not. Just force the enemy back. Maybe even force them into the right side. Might not be such a bad idea. Come on, General, get into cover. Why am I speaking like a Frenchman? Get into cover, General. It's just in a really terrible English accent. Thought it was alright. There we go. Okay, those guys on the right are totally finished. So the right is in control, and now our Highlanders are moving up, getting into that square formation again. They are in front of the cannons, but take a look here. The cannons are firing off at that French artillery on the right side. So we don't have anything to worry about, really. Alright, here we go. Getting in a square formation. And once again, the French are in trouble. We have to just keep harassing them this way and forcing that cavalry to pull back. And I think I'll get in a square formation. Oh, nice. Good job, boys. I almost am tempted to try a charge, but I'm not that crazy. But this is going to really hurt the enemy. In fact, we can turn these all onto volley fire and just give them incredible volleys. That might not be the coolest idea, but let's try it. Alright, guys, sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to turn off Steam Messenger, and that can be a problem. Here we go. Look at this. Once again, pushing these French back. We are massacring them. There's no other way to put it. As you can see here, it's the 1st Yorkshire West Riding Brigade, as well as the South Lincolnshire Brigade. Some of you guys may be represented in these brigades, who knows? But there we go, they're focusing most of their cavalry on our side, and we are holding them back. Come on, boys. Fire at will. Wow, look at that. That's actually probably artillery fire more than anything. And as you can see here, guys, this cavalry charge is doomed. They're retreating all along the line. We haven't even had our British allies attack yet, because they don't need to. They only attack when the position's under threat, and right now it's not. It's not under threat. We're doing fine. We've even got Hanoverians over here that haven't even seen combat. I might as well move them up too. But I don't think we really need them, to be honest. That's how effective a cavalry square is. Or I should say an infantry square against cavalry. At this time period, you know, this is when these attacks were becoming obsolete. Cavalry simply could not get the job done due to these formations. Come on, horses. You know you want to taste some of the bayonets. Alright, once again, the French are pulling back, but, well, you know, like I said, our job is to hold a certain area, and that's all we have to do. Now, it does look like there's a major French assault over here. Major French assault. Once again, we don't control these foot guards, but I don't see why they're not getting into a square. There we go, finally. Some of them are getting into a square at least, and the French are pulling back yet again. Everything's going on this side. Amazing. We've totally stopped the French cavalry assault. I don't know if they're going to try to hit us again. They very well might, but I think I might try to hit them a few more times, move a few more infantry troops in, and get some more shots off. Why not? You know, another dead cavalryman, French cavalryman, is only going to help. Sadly, we don't control these guys. We do control these fellows here. And I think I'm going to actually assist our friends on the right side. Not that they need that much assistance to begin with, but, you know, anything can help in this case. Alright, here we go. Get some shots off on that retreating cavalry, boys. And of course, our Hanoverians are also in a square formation. These guys are just walking into a line of death at this point. Come on, you know you want to attack. And I'm really giving them a nice opportunity here to charge, but I don't think they'll take it. Cambridgeshire Regiment, open fire. Wow, they're already running. Look at that. They don't even want to try. And we'll actually just put them on free fire mode at this point. Oof. So there's some nasty artillery back there. Nasty French artillery. So maybe we shouldn't be getting this close, but I feel confident that we'll be alright. Take a quick look over there on the right side. It's looking fine. Over all the entire field, French are just dying en masse. In fact, we're about to get even closer to this unit. I'm going to try to run. Come on. And there we go. Our Highlanders are once again getting into a square formation. They are very good at getting into this formation. It's like they've been training for years with this, and these guys are in serious trouble. Who is it going to be? The 2nd Escadron. We've also got some French dead horsemen right here near us. It's not a good omen for the approaching French. Nice shooting, Highlanders! Oh my goodness, that would have scared the hell out of anybody. 2 Frenchmen down, and they don't want to take any more casualties. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this series, and like I said, this video was primarily made to show the ineffectiveness of, I guess, French cavalry against or any cavalry against a square formation, and just how important square formations are in this game. So always remember, if you're being charged by cavalry, you can always use that wonderful square formation. Personally, I only use cavalry if I have infantry already engaged in combat, in hand-to-hand combat, or if I'm trying to take out maybe an artillery position. Otherwise, I would be very careful. As you can see over here, they're still trying to get in. In fact, they're right next to these troops, but it's not going to work. And our English cavalry over here is actually moving up very, very slowly. We've even got an English cavalry unit right here, and apparently a clueless French general who's either been taken prisoner, Marshal Jean-Baptiste Auguste-Marie Jamin, or he's about to get killed. I think he has been taken prisoner, which is just awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see a part 2 on this, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make it happen. And have an awesome new year, and thank you again. Take care.